will be able to do it.
This game might also just be another case of it's actually CFO this time with 3 pushing lanes.
I don't think Gory had a pushing lane most of last game.
Yeah, I'm actually unsure who gets... These champs are both so ridiculous at getting priority.
I think Talia pushes the wave faster if she's able to use her abilities on it.
Yeah.
But to be able to use your ability on it, you have to dodge at least 1 Q from Gory. So, yeah, it depends, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely priority in the side lanes at least.
Yeah.
So maybe Maple can get priority and help Junjia out to do something in this early game.
So, second win revitalize, of course, for RJ on that top lane, Udyr.
Yep.
Something we've come to accept. He's not going to look for anything here in the jungle, at least not yet. Now he is. Won't find anything though, as Casa is on that bottom side, hovering Gory.
Yeah, and yesterday on the Smolder, we saw a lot of D-Blade Q-Max Smolder. I don't think Betty's going to be going for that. He did talk about it in the interview as well. A lot of this champ's strength is if you can get a decent lane for him, put a few points in W and just one-shot waves, it's pretty hard to punish it.
Okay. Some antics going down here early on as Casa looks to start the Raptors of Junjia's bottom side, and Junjia's going to relinquish that camp and take the Krugs for himself.
Yeah, Corey says forget priority, I'm just here at level 1.
It shouldn't be the end of the world.
Yeah, Karsa likes to do this a lot on the Lee Sin.
Yeah.
He just starts enemy Raptors. Vi is maybe the weakest level 1 jungler that we have in the meta right now.
Yeah.
Pretty depressed if she ever has to start Q.
Oh yeah, that slows down your clear a very, very large amount.
Yeah, already not the fastest clear.
No. Not even very healthy clear either.
Yeah, and that's why we have seen it punished a bit in the early game. Specifically the Poppy usually.
And it is going to be 2 losing lanes, although RJ does have push for now, and Maple definitely controlling the state of mid wave.
Yeah, early game at least for PSG. Plenty of prio in these lanes.
Well, RJ hit the fake out on the ward.
It's the little things with Aja.
Yeah.
So Junjia has met Karsa at his Raptors. Both players have Smite. Pretty important Smite, maybe. Karsa does get it. But then all the little chickens going to Junjia, and this is what we're used to from Aja and Junjia when they get this combo.
Yeah.
As it's the same 3 champs topside again that they were able to take Frank down with. Not finding success last game, but not playing to the Udyr's lane last game either. And Karsa's going to be disappointed with what he finds in the enemy bot jungle.
Yeah, probably going to look for Raptors, maybe even look for a mid gank, because Maple is exceedingly low here on mana, and he's gone too far forward. Going to have to burn that flash almost certainly. Isn't going to do it though, and Karsa can't find anything in a massive shove. This is going to be almost certainly 1 kill found at some stage here for Junjia. He's working towards it. Double stun, first blood. It goes to Woody. Flash away from Karsa. Is Maple going to be able to follow up with any more damage? It doesn't seem it. But it is Gory once again being felled early. This time, Woody going to be receiving the credit for that one.
Yeah, Woody with an incredible roam. And Maple, honestly, just nerves of steel. Doesn't use his flash there at all.
Okay.
Hex flash from Woody. So Betty and Woody doing perfectly fine in this lane. And a bit of a disaster start for CFO. Corey and Karsa lose their flashes there just for the support flash on Woody. Not in a lane where he was planning to really use that anyway.
Woody.
No flash. It's actually heal on Sword Art. So Maple's pretty much boom here. He does use a biscuit, and it gives him just enough mana to land this 2-man shove. And, I mean, Corey has to instantly flash to dodge Junjia's Q. When does Karsa use his flash?
Just there.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought Karsa went down too for some reason. Just Gory going down, but both players losing their flashes.
Wood grub's secured though by Karsa as Jinjia getting to work on that dragon. It is going to be the Chemtech dragon for at least the first one, so won't have that soul.
We saw a pretty similar start, honestly, for Gory last game, and he was still able to be very impactful on the Karma. Very different comps and a much stronger ADC on the side of PSG this time.
And it's a lot harder for Shun to live through the Vi and Talia.
Yeah. No 2 enchanters to protect him this time.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Aja doing perfectly fine against this counter pick. Has actually used his TP already, and Rest still hasn't. So maybe can build some kind of HP advantage and then TP back.
I bet he's going to be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, a couple stacks. Karsa is here.
Yeah, have to be careful.
So this should be obvious for PSG though.
Especially now Sword Art uses that Battle Dance. It's going to be known. Teleport Destiny coming through. Woody doesn't have flash, remember, from that mid lane play, but he is going to be able to walk on out of there. And got to be careful. Talia does have the ability to roam down, use that ultimate. Shun going to be taking the tower, going to be able to run out. At least as one kill here found for Karsa, but Betty does remain alive. He's finding damage, and there's no response from anyone. Shun with that ghost still popped. Cleanse, flash available, but it's not going to matter. Stack deck, going to secure the kill. Maple finally roaming down at long last, and Jinjia is also going to be in the area.
Oh,
he did see where Shun was. Yeah, he's going to find him. That is a kill. Jinjia now will be level 6 as well, so at least one kill traded back, but a good find and a good dive, well executed there by the side of CFO.
Shun looks really clean on this Twisted Fate. Yeah, extremely well executed dive. This should really be more obvious for PSG. I think they're just not expecting this follow-up. As they get out of the dive fine, or the gank fine, but then realize they're kind of just dead in the water here. Shun starts the play off, stuns, and then tanks long enough for Sword Art and Karsa to safely get out. And then he actually just, after this Mantra Q lands, still has his Ghost going and realizes Betty is just dead. Betty loses both sums. Look how much damage that stack deck auto just did.
Yeah, a lot.
I mean, almost 200 from a level 6 Twisted Fate.
Back to live. It looks like Jinjia has found himself in a peculiar position off the back of a Dragon's Rage kick there out of Karsa, and he is going to go down.
Yeah, used his ult. I think he must have been baited by Gory, I imagine, in the mid lane.
Most likely. 48 stacks is what we're sitting on here as this Smolder. Definitely a lower total than we used to.
Yeah.
For Betty.
Yeah, and as Smolder, you know, is out for longer and available for longer, teams are going to figure out more combos and ways to punish this champion. So it's a 3-man gank onto Gory, and somehow he just lives here. I guess Maple didn't have shove. I didn't see what happened to his shove.
No, he had the shove, and then it got stopped by Crashdown.
Oh, that's kind of an unfortunate combo, because you do extra damage for every rock he passes through in the Talia E. Yeah, and somehow Gory, I mean, not somehow, this Karma champion is so strong in the early game.
Yep. Actually doing pretty well for himself up here.
Yeah, I mean, Rest's
gonna go Maple gonna be able to find his way up here. No mana actually on this Talia. Sword Art though wasn't able to find his way over the Weaver's wall, and so nothing really to be done.
Yeah, Rest doesn't have ulti there, otherwise it might have been a disaster on that play. Probably making the play knowing he doesn't have ulti, of course. Has a very well-timed Mega. So Maple can't really commit onto him with how low his mana was. And I think CFO's bot lane are really going to appreciate this Talia ulti being down. Karsa certainly is when he's starting up the Void Grubs.
Looking like it might just be all 6. This time for CFO. It was 6 picked up by PSG last game.
Yeah, difference is there's a Gnar in this game.
Yeah, for sure.
So he's going to be loving that.
And it's Twisted Fate.
He's not really online in this matchup yet. Does Karsa have Smite? Not yet. He can wait a bit. But no one's really coming to contest.
Yeah, can keep it. It means it's going to be up for this Dragon, which is spawning in 30 seconds. And you can almost guarantee PSG are going to want to be a part of that fight.
Yeah. I'm not sure if CFO will. Their champs aren't exactly weak at this point in the game, but... I mean, it is second drag for PSG, so maybe you do just contest it, but Junjie looking very strong at this point in the game. Shun, on the other hand, does have an item completed. Smolder with just a Sheen. So now that I say it, can't imagine CFO giving this one up.
Does have Essence Reaver now, but Dragon is up and available. Castle's going to look for the recall, though. So he's very far away.
Yeah, not prioritizing it.
See though, Junjie, Maple, they're headed down south in the belt lane here of CFO recalling. It should just be Dragon. If Junjie chooses to start it up, he won't.
Yeah, this slow state of the game, it's hard to say that it benefits CFO just because they have a Smolder, but I think it does. Just because once this Gnar starts getting items online, top lane becomes a disaster. The Gnar counterpick, he does well in lane, because going even with the Udyr is honestly doing well in lane, not losing all your plates. Once he gets the Triforce, and then especially the Black Cleaver after that, he can really start to pressure turrets, and maybe even kills onto the Udyr. But then if you're PSG, you kind of don't feel bad with this stunted game state. Karsa onto Junjie.
Could be the grand entrance.
I don't think Sword Art can hit the... I think he accidentally autoed Junjie a few times there. But yeah, also, if you're PSG, you're kind of happy with this state of the game as well. Betty is just happily laning 1v1, not really pressured by the Twisted Fate. Stacking up on the Smolder, engage on the Karsa.
Yeah, Magnustorm comes through, two-man shove once again, through will come Mum, shut down! Maybe we're going to claim that one. Gory as well as Sword Art now the targets, as Sword Art's going to have to use both of his summoners. Does get himself away, but it's a 1-for-0 Dragon as well. Should be going over to PSG. Though they haven't started it yet. Maybe looking for a recall. Not feeling confident.
Yeah, interestingly, don't start the Dragon, and Woody is having a great game, as I think it was him who found that engage, right?
Yeah, it was.
Usually the buy. But, I mean, all 3 kills going the way of PSG are off of the back of Woody's flash, essentially. Really nice follow-up from Maple, too. Rel doesn't make it, you know, Rel makes it kind of easy. Yeah, shut down onto Maple. Onto Karsa for Maple. And Dragon's still up.
Teleport coming down. Junjie nowhere near though, so...
Yeah, PSG down ults now. Maybe you just can't contest this.
Yeah, and you're okay giving over one. You are just waiting for Smolder.
Yeah.
And hold your horses.
Rest does have TP, but he might be in trouble.
His flash. Gonna have to use it. Weaver's wall coming through though. He might just be dead. In fact, he is. Good roam timing. It's gonna be the kill picked up. They use this Dragon that CFO are looking for to find the time to go up to this top lane and make use of the weak side of the map there. And in the meantime though, it might just be this bot lane tower going down. 6 Void Grubs is gonna make this TF do a lot of damage.
Yeah, that is...
Bit of a race.
Yeah, that tower is melting.
And TF wins it.
Yeah, not really particularly close. No one stayed to help Aja hit the tower. So first tower going down to the Twisted Fate. PSG gonna pick up a Rift Herald.
Yeah, kill in the Rift Herald, not the end of the world, but certainly a lot of gold now sitting on this Twisted Fate, who, and we've seen Shun play it before, very, very skilled on that champion.
Also, against the Vi, TF doesn't hate building Azonias. Plenty of AP ratios on the champ. Rest in trouble again.
Yes, but everyone really is around. The Vault Breaker, though, is perfectly executed dive. In comes Shun, though, goes pop. Gold card onto RJ. Grand entrance, quickness also going to be used here as Maple is really not looking so good in this fight, but Junjie is able to turn around. Magnustorm as well. Shun does get the double kill, but It is just a 2 for 2, all things said and done.
Yeah, they just go for the 2v4. You gotta love it out of CFO, and end up picking up 2 kills. Rest going down earlier in the fight, really well played by Junjia and Maple to just stun him with a full rage bar here. They mistime any of this CC onto Rest, and he goes Mega, and this is a disaster, especially with Twisted Fate coming. Yeah, just perfectly layered CC. And then Shun honestly looked like he was getting a triple kill here. But, I mean, Karsa, or Maple rather, plays it really well. Maybe again the Seraphs catching him off guard, and Woody here again. Perfect place, right time, right place.
Ooh. Sword Art very low, coming back to live. It's okay to use that Battle Lance, get himself to safety. 125 stacks has been achieved, so we are getting awfully close to Betty.
Yeah, it's not going to be a 19-minute full stack like we've seen out of Betty in the past, but you do get very accelerated once you're on the 125 stacks. It's about if CFO can use this Twisted Fate to really pick up the pace now while Betty is still stacking. Because, I mean, it almost feels like...
inevitable.
Yeah, they just win once Betty gets these stacks.
So he's going to go Rapid Fire Cannon again. Probably an answer to the fact that it's very hard to land Qs up against the Karma, the TF.
Yeah. They do have a decent comp to deal with the Smolder. I mean, mostly just because Twisted Fate is going to have a Rapid Fire Cannon. And you have to play very respectfully on the Smolder. Wouldn't be surprised to see a Banshees come out from Maple.
Yeah, it could even be the item now.
Yeah. I'm used to these items just being a Shadow Flame, but yeah, it could easily be a Banshees. Might just be the pick against the Rapid Fire Gold card, Twisted Fate. It feels bad building a Banshees for the enemy ADC. Part of the power of the Twisted Fate. Sword Art, maybe in trouble again.
Yeah, he is going to use that Grand Entrance, but it's going to cost him his flash as well as his ultimate there. And 1 minute away until Dragon Weaver's wall coming through. Karsa, is he going to have a way out? He does.
Yeah, Maple not able to get the E down. Terrifying stuff for CFO. Karsa loses his ult, does hold on to his flash. Sword Art loses both.
But fast track to mid wave. Should be this Rift Shield crashing, and maybe even a tower here for Betty. Karsa's in the area. Sonic Wave next onto Karsa. That will be tower gone, mid lane. One of the hardest ones to get.
Yeah, definitely value out of that Rift Herald. Shun on 2 items though, 30 seconds on the Dragon. We'll see how they manage the Nara bar as well, because Aja will almost certainly be at this Dragon.
Yeah.
Probably quite a bit stronger than the Nara in a team fight at this point. You know, Rest, a lot of pressure on him to find some ridiculous ulti.
Something we certainly saw RJ be able to do on his Gnar.
Yeah.
Betty hasn't recalled since getting that tower, so going to be down some potential power. Maybe just going to give over this Dragon once again. It looks like they will. Jinjia's hunting up in the top lane once more.
Yeah.
Again, you're okay to give over Dragons. It's only the second, and you are still scaling up on a Smolder.
Yeah, I think they did enough getting that first Dragon and denying the second one for so long that they're pretty happy giving up a Dragon or two and scaling up on the Smolder, getting kills on Rest.
Rest, though, he's going to be found once again. Does manage to at least get the flash off this time before Vault Breaker can come through. So he doesn't go down. But it's an important cooldown, of course. Flash is traded between Jinjia and Rest, but Jinjia generally going to be less reliant on it on the Vi than Gnar will be.
Yeah. Though, honestly, Rest probably isn't going to be needing his flash until the next Dragon fight, so should be up by then. Meanwhile, CFO steal the red buff away from PSG.
God, it sucks getting red buff, but it's 19 minutes 50.
Yeah, that is a bit unfortunate. So still kind of just waiting for this Gnar to come alive and have any prio in this lane. really stunted by this Talia Vi combo coming to his lane a couple times. As Shun and Sword Art, you know, tried to make a counterplay, and we're gonna see the replay here. Nice flash from Junjia onto Rest, but Rest just immediately flashes away. Did get a stun on Junjia, I think.
Coming back to life. Woody not going to be able to find that kill there onto Sword Art Azir, though. Maybe able to do so. Nice kick flash by Kasa. Weaver's wall comes down, and it's going to be the seismic shove landing onto Gory, but there is no follow-up as of yet. It is eventually going to be Sword Art who goes down once again. And he kind of found out by himself. Finally is going to be able to be taken out, and 193 stacks is what we see on Betty, so time is ticking.
Yeah, it's pretty inevitable now. He's almost certainly getting to the 225, and going to be difficult to navigate these team fights if you're CFO. As we've said, this is usually what you see out of Betty Smolder. Just don't see all that much of him for most of the game, and then suddenly he's got 7 kills. So Shun onto Maple.
Okay, Maple going to lose his flash. Destiny used.
Oh, Karsa.
This is going to have to be some fantastic play out of Maple. Just trying to dodge, but he's not going to be able to.
That's Woody who's in trouble.
Yeah, Woody's going to get stunned up. The Destiny was used there by Shun to be able to catch up to this play, and double kill there for Karsa. Now maybe attention towards this Baron as Maple is dead. Woody is dead. And I think Betty is not quite at his stacks, so...
Yeah, Sword Art getting chunked there might discourage the Baron, and honestly, Aja being here is probably good enough for CFO. Rest will get to shove. He is actually just recalling, though.
Okay, 110 stacks. Shun well and truly first on the gold standings.
Yeah, Smolder definitely the stronger scaling champ, but it doesn't hurt to be 2k gold up. Unfortunately, doesn't get those 2 kills. They do go over to Karsa, but still happy with that play.
Yeah, 3-item TF, while only a 2-item Smolder feels pretty good, even if these stacks are about to come online. 217.
Yeah, especially because Betty didn't really get to go for the most high damage build. Is still going to be relying on his teammates for damage. Woody's stunned up.
Yeah, going to get the crash down and...
Yeah, not enough vision to follow up on that, really, for CFO. All the mid priority in the world, as Betty did have to recall.
Might be looking for Shun here. Junjia coming over the wall, but it just ensures that this wave's taken out. 222. His team's taking the minions, so he sits at 223.
Yeah, he's essentially there. Any team fight, he's just going to evolve partway through. Got 1 spell in. A lot of the time you just open a team fight with your ult on Smolder anyway, but he will just get it off these creeps. And it's time. We'll see what Betty can do. Usually a lot.
It took 23 minutes, but now we have a game on our hands. Gold, fairly even. Shun, a big outlier.
Yeah.
Well ahead of everyone. TF passive, kills, tower. You know, all of it adding up.
Yeah, we'll see if PSG can maintain this game state where there are no 5v5s really happening, and it's just they're able to capitalize on the Twisted Fate so well. He can just set up these plays. Sword Art caught again.
Yeah, at least not for now. It's going to be Sword Art stunned up.
20 seconds on Dragon.
Taken out, yeah. There's not going to be a support available now for CFO ahead of this Dragon. I guess Karma kind of won, but also a bit of an assassin. Bit of everything at the moment.
Shun going straight to top lane. Both TPs about to be up for PSG. I don't think he'll be able to get this tower. Maybe Karsa will look for a steal, but that's risky business.
6 Void Grubs. This tower might be a goner.
Yeah, I think it's actually just dead. Maybe they can chase up and kill him later.
Arja is going to match the TF, but quickly changes his mind. Fight coming out. Junjia ulted out of the pit, and this might just be the Dragon. It is. Karsa gets it. Yeah. But Betty, he is wailing on that Lee Sin from above the pit. Shun, who has likewise used his Ghost.
Yeah. At what cost? We'll see if PSG look at the Baron, and they are pinging towards it.
Yeah, Smolder with stacks. Not the easiest champ to deal with. Walking into it as well feels abysmal.
Yeah. So Vile is not up. I wonder if CFO actually know this. And it is a mini Gnar. This is going to be a very difficult contest.
Yeah, no Vi available. Baron down to half HP. Woody, keep an eye on this Ral. He's got the perfect engage potentially. He is spotted by Shun. This Baron is very, very low, but an execute comes out. Sort out the first to go down. Junjia now will have that cease and desist, but chooses to just take the Baron, turn around, get on out of there. Maybe even looking aggressive again, but should be pretty content with how this one's gone, as you do give over that Dragon Soul, well, Dragon Soul point even, but it's in exchange for 2 kills and the Baron.
Yeah, and you're kind of seeing the weakness of the Gnar there. Just because it was mini Gnar, it's not even really a 4v5, it's more like a 3v5. And yeah, you're pretty happy with that as PSG. You are under a little bit of pressure now with 3 dragons on the enemy team, but Betty is going to be massive by the time that next dragon spawns. You're
3 items, yeah, almost 300 stacks.
Yeah, and you know, 2 minutes to work with on this Baron. Probably going to be picking up some turrets. Definitely the bot tier 1.
Yeah, RJ already getting started on that one. Should be going down in no time at all. In the meanwhile, PSG do have to be awfully careful. Carson not spotted. He is positioned behind him. Betty does have both sums. But at an instant, Shun could look for a flash card. Carson could be behind him, and everything can go very pear-shaped.
Yeah. Rest might be in trouble in the side lane here. Maple on his way.
Maple offering a lot of damage. This might just be the bot lane inner being taken out, and it should be a real way for CFO to clear out these 2 cannon minions. Mid lane 2 is looking like it's reaching a similar fate. Really just poking and prodding in every now and then. Gory. Oh, Magistorm comes out. So will Mom. Gory's just going to be eliminated. PSG start off this fight pretty well. Woody does go down. It's going to be the mid laner for that support. In does come Sword Art. He finds the flank. He finds it onto Junjia. And even getting the charm there onto Maple as he comes in with that Weaver's Wall is going to eventually turn this into a 2-for-1 in favor here of CFO, but they are still losing towers. Rest looking for that Gnar is not going to be able to land it, and Betty as well.
Ult is
now
up on
taking down this mid lane tower. Ult available. RJ can very quickly join Betty, and Betty does have a lot of damage. I don't know, it's a surefire thing that this TF wins the 1v1 up against Smolder. Sword Art and Casa both looking. There is no objective for now, but a lot of towers taken from PSG. They do lose the 2, of course, but I think overall, pretty big win.
Yeah, you got to be happy with that as PSG. Bit of a misstep in that fight. Betty ends up losing his flash and not being able to quite finish off his target. So Gory engaged on, looks pretty clean, but look how much damage this Twisted Fate does to Woody. Through Aftershock, by the way. No slouch either on the Twisted Fate. Karsa somehow lives here. Betty uses his flash, doesn't get the Q off onto him. And then Maple ends up getting chunked out too. Means they don't manage to really pick up an inhib, but 2 towers.
Yeah, and we're getting close now to what looks like it will be a Navori here for Betty.
Yeah.
Could be no, it can't be shield though. I was about to lie.
Yeah, we usually see some lifesteal come out at this point, but
not the most amount of poke, and honestly, so far, Gory hasn't really had any luck landing anything here onto the Smolder.
Yeah. Yeah, much more quiet game from Gory. A lot less gold this game than he had the previous.
Yeah.
You know, we saw him maybe 4 items at this point.
Okay. Hextech Dragon spawning soon. It is Soul Point.
Oh, Rest is in Mega. He is not going to have it for this Dragon if PSG hit it immediately. And that might just be the cue for CFO to not even contest this one. Woody's actually recalling. So Rest does have to be careful. Though they can't realistically make a play onto Rest. It's actually Sword Art who's here.
Ghost Pop, Arjun should be able to get out of this. Weaver's Wall going to solidify the ability to do so. And now Junjia finally sees that there's nothing going to be occurring in this top lane and can hit this Dragon.
Yeah, I'm surprised to not see Karsa hanging around, maybe going for a steal. But maybe a bit risky.
Oh god, we saw game number 2, PSG versus CFO, and Karsa had a similar scoreline and he absolutely demolished the game.
Yeah, we'll see. He's had a pretty quiet game. I mean, he has 5 and 2.
Yeah, it doesn't look that quiet.
But no mind-bending kicks so far for Karsa. It's hard to play the Lee Sin into the Taliyah.
Yeah. It's even pretty easy for Betty to spot the Lee Sin and immediately just fly, and most of the time we'll be okay. Navori now completed. That's 4 items on both AD carries. Shun making his way towards that Zhonya's with the Seeker's arm guard in his back pocket so far. Now 30 seconds on Baron. That'll be the next objective, of course. And it's one that we saw PSG take and really turn on in this game. I mean, yeah. Betty, of course, was able to hit the stack power spike, and Karsa got picked off.
Betty now level up on Shun. Looking terrifying on the Smolder as usual. Karsa has to be careful he doesn't just get Vi-ulted here.
Yeah, he's not squishy, but he certainly isn't tanky to a Smolder. I mean, RJ just...
Yeah, Rest not really having any impact on the side lane.
No, he is. I've got a lot of CS, but got to try and turn that CS into something. Now PSG, they're going to pull the trigger on this Baron. They see that multiple members here of CFO do enter that bot side jungle, and
Rest
that's their cue
Mega
to get this started. Rest does have Mega. He's walking slowly, but RJ's going to be the first one there as Teleporter's going to be committed. Rest's going to have to use his one too, and now Disengage coming through as Rest going to have to wait out that Mega perhaps. Bum coming through. Betty, where is he? Betty's hitting Karsa. Betty's wailing on Karsa. Sword Art taken down there by Woody, and Betty is going to be unleashed. It's 1 kill, 2 kills. The execution's coming through. Shun on just a slither of health. Yet again, a consistent thing here in these team fights, but it is going to be PSG who do take that fight. Only 1 going down and 3 found. Now Baron for PSG yet again.
Yeah, it looked like it might work out for CFO, finding a gold card onto Maple and blowing up pretty much instantly, but if your target's not Betty, the fight's always going to be hard. Rest does find a 3-man ulti in this fight as well. It still just doesn't quite go CFO's way. Corey instantly flashes Junjia's Q, and see Shun here, hits Ghost with his gold card, finds his way onto Maple, but it's really Woody that turns this fight around, as you're going to see.
Oh my.
Yeah, 4-man Magnet Storm, 3-man Q from Woody. He's looking ridiculous on this row. Rest finds a 3-man ulti as well, but it's just too little too late at this point.
What a disgusting play out of Woody and Junjia.
Yeah.
Maple only just doing more damage than the Rakan.
Yeah.
But I mean,
yeah,
we've got a problem with this Smolder.
Woody this game making us wonder why he even plays the Enchanters. If he's this good on the row.
Alright, Baron minions now marching into the base of CFO. Betty on the bot side means that the bot lane inhib probably not long for this world. Any Qs that he can land onto people are going to be hitting like a truck. Rest, you see it there. It's 1 Q and he's burnt down for a very considerable amount of his health. Sword Art, he's on the flank. He's going to have to find a miraculous engage. It's going to have to land onto Betty, who does have flash. He's still looking. Gold card comes through. Junjia, he's in no man's land. He's going to be taken out. Looks for the ult. Not going to be able to find it. Sword Art, he does pop his, but Betty, that's completely untouched. Does have to use that flash importantly, but now he's free to go in. God. 1, 2 executes. Is he going to be able to find more? No. CFO playing it nice and safe. Weaver's Wall does come out here from Maple, and he takes a sizable chunk of his health and damage there from Shun. Gold card locked in. Betty, it is a little bit scary. Sonic Wave connects. No resonating strike, but gold card is going to be thrown there by Shun. Betty, though, he's still feeling confident. He's still walking forward. RJ likewise doing the same. And Maple teleporting back means that this push is not done yet. 20 seconds, 30 seconds even left on the remaining members of CFO who are dead. Betty kicked into the tower. Betty does have Zhonya's. Shorty's burning. 1 Q will seal the deal. Betty's going to go down. But it's all coming up PSG. And CFO will not finish with a 9-game win streak. PSG will take them down.
Yeah, I mean, kind of